Hi, Cougars. Okay, so yesterday we were learning about how to turn mixed numbers into improper fractions. So we had a proper fraction with a whole number. That is a mixed number. And we took this mixed number and created a fraction that had a big number on top and a smaller number on bottom. Well, today what we're going to do is we are going to learn how to turn or convert an improper fraction back to a mixed number. So let's say that they give you the improper fraction, the bigger number on top and the smaller number, and you have to then turn it into a mixed number. How do you do that? Well, today I'm going to show you how. Okay, so let's start with one that maybe looks like this. 5 over 2. So let's talk about first, what does this actually mean? This means that I have 5 pieces that are size 2. Or I have something that was halves, like this, and I have 5 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this means that I have 5 over 2. So halves, right? So I have 5 halves. So in reality, though, in order to find out how it is as a mixed number, so putting it back to a real life fraction, this would look something like 2 holes, because I have 2 holes colored in. So here's a hole, here's one hole, and then here is a half colored in. So this means that I have 1 plus 1 plus a half, which equals 2 and a half. So there's one way that you can figure this out. You could draw a picture. So you could draw a picture and see what 5 over 2 actually looks like. And that would give you a mixed number of 2 and a half. Okay, but what happens when you're given something that is kind of like a weird number and you don't really want to do all that drawing? Like, let's say that I'm given a number that looks like this example. 10 over 3. Well, I don't really feel like coloring all of that. So what else could I do? Well, I remember that this line right here also means divided by. So this really means 10 divided by 3. So when I read this as 10 divided by 3. That's how I can read this, 10 divided by 3. So if I do the division, and I do 10 divided by 3, I can try to figure out what the fraction is. So I know that 3 can go into 10 how many times? 3, 6, 9. It goes in 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. And that gives me 1 left over. Well, 1 what? Because we don't want a remainder of 1, right? We don't want to say R1. We're not pirates. So now instead what we're going to do is we're going to take this 1 and we're going to put it over this 3 because it was divided by thirds. or divided into thirds. So this is really saying 3 and 1/3. So the mixed number of 10/3 is the same as 3 and 1/3 because I did division. Okay, let's do another one and see how that works. Let's do one that's a little bit more challenging here. Okay, so let's do example C. And then I'm going to give you a try it. Let's do... I already did thirds. Ooh, let's do... Sorry. Let's do this one. 53/8. Okay, so we have 53/8. So again, I'm taking this top number and I'm dividing it by 8 or dividing it into eighths. So that tells me that I have 58 divided into 8 pieces. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to do division. I don't like division like this, so I'm going to rewrite it and do it this way. 58 divided by 8. Okay, so right away I know that 5 times 8 is 40, and 5 times 6 is 48, and 5 times 7 is, let's see here, 5 times 7 is going to give me, oh, I wrote down the wrong number. It's supposed to be 53. Nobody caught me. It should be 53. I'm so sorry. That should be 53 divided by 8. 53 divided by 8. Eek! Okay, so it's my mistake. It's really important to make sure that you're writing this number down correctly, or else you'll make a big mistake like I just did. Sorry. Okay, ready? So I know that 6 times 8 is 48. So if I do 8 times 6, I will get 48. And now I can subtract. Okay, this becomes 13, and that becomes 4, because I had to borrow. So 8 to 13 is 5. And so I have 6 and 5/8. That is my fraction, 6 and 5/8. Because I had a remainder of 5, and I just put it over 8 because 8 was our bottom number. So take your remainder and just put it over the 8. Went in 6 whole times. With 5 left over, put it over the 8. Okay, ready for your try it? All right, your try it is, your try it for today. Okay, try it number 1. Try it number 1 says 43/4. So 43/4, that's the first one. And then try it number 2. Make sure you pause this so you don't hear my voice telling you what to do. Is 12/5. Remember to write it down correctly so you don't make a mistake like me. All right, hit pause right now so that way you don't hear me telling you how to do this. Hit pause. Hit the pause button. Hit it. Hit it. All right, so 43 divided by 4. 43 divided by 4. I know that 4 goes into 4 one time. Minus That gives me 0. I drop down my 3. 4 does not go into 3. It goes in 0 times. So that gives me 10 wholes. So I have 10 wholes with 3 left over. So I have 10 and 3 fourths. 10 and 3 fourths. 10 and 3 fourths. How did you do on that one? 10 and 3 fourths. How'd you do? Hopefully you did awesome. Okay, this one right here, 12 fifths. This is the same as saying 12 divided by 5. I know that 5 goes into 12 2 times because 5, 10 is 2. So 5 times 2 equals 10. And 12 minus 10 gives me 2 left over. 2 over 5. You could have also solved it like this. And that gives me this. Subtract 2 fifths. 2 and 2 fifths. How did you do? 2 and 2 fifths. All right, that is how you change a mixed number into an improper fraction. My goodness, Miss Englander, you are tired today. An improper fraction into a mixed number. So, improper to a mixed number. Improper mixed number. All right, essential question down below. Please answer that. How do you convert improper fractions to mixed numbers in your own words? Go ahead and write that out for me and then tell me in a little box, how are you doing? 1, I don't get it. So I'm going to go to the Google Meet and I am going to ask for some help. 2, I'm doing okay. I get that it's just division. And I'm going to work on my division facts because division is sometimes hard for me and I need some more practice with that. 3, I totally understand this. I'm just going to keep practicing and I'm ready for my practice work. All right. If you have any questions, please make sure you come back and ask me for some help. Otherwise, you may go on to your practice work. And as always, Cougars, thank you for your hard work and make it a great day the Cougar way.